Welcome back to the Jungle, CHS. We're your hosts, Connor Thrash
and Astoria Kindle. This week's episode is our final time in the jungle in 2020.
This holiday special will feature wish lists with the student body, gift-giving ideas, and a special reading of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with the CHS faculty and staff.
So get ready for Christmas in
the jungle.
Mr. Rundis, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I'm not a really needy person, okay? But my family is coming up from Florida, and they've got 2 little kids, and I would really love a white Christmas, just so the Florida kids can see snow in Kansas, you know. They've been to the mountains and done other things, so snow's not new to them, but a white Christmas on the farm would be pretty sweet.
That's sweet. Teresa, what do you want for Christmas?
I want a self-defense keychain.
Interesting. Fatima, what do you want for Christmas?
I would love if I could just get an Xbox.
Absolutely, I feel you. And Miss Friesen, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. I want a new car.
That's fair. Mr. Jacobs, what do you want for Christmas?
Critical thinking.
Gotcha. Belle, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I really want a pair of Doc Martens. I think that they're so cool and I don't own a pair, so that's what I'm asking for.
Absolutely, gotcha. And Mr. Morris, what do you want for Christmas?
I'm not a big Christmas person, so I'm not real picky. I don't really need anything for Christmas. I'm happy just to be around my family and friends and people that I love.
Gotcha. Zoe, what do you want for Christmas?
I just want clothes for Christmas.
That's fair. Keegan, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, me personally, I love TV shows, and my favorite is Psych. So I asked for all 8 seasons of Psych on DVD, plus the 2 exclusive movies.
Awesome, good answer. Jera, what do you want for Christmas?
I want a new car.
That's fair. Colin, what do you want for Christmas?
Really, I just want coffee and that's it.
Relatable. What do you want for Christmas?
Probably just like clothes and shoes.
That's fair.
Hello everyone, here is my journey of making a candle. So I got this kit from Walmart. It was about 15 bucks and said it was easy to use. So I thought, you know what, I love candles. So why not embark on this journey? So the first step is to always read the instructions. Step 1 says to carefully glue the wick down to the bottom of the container. I definitely didn't have glue, so I used tape, but here's me trying to be aesthetic. It didn't work out, obviously. Here's the tape I mentioned. I just cut a little slit in between the tape and I stuck the wick in between it and glued it to the bottom. You can definitely see a piece of nail polish in there, ignore that, but I used these 2 little wind sticks to keep the wick upright when I poured the liquid in, and it worked pretty well. Step 2 says to microwave the wax in a microwave-safe bowl for 30-second intervals. Don't use a cup like this. I definitely released toxic fumes into my house because it wasn't microwave-safe, but now you can see I switched it to a microwave-safe bowl. Look at that. So it took about 3.5 minutes for it to be fully melted, and then after that it says to step 3, add your fragrances. It says 8 droplets of each. I definitely didn't do that. I went overboard, but I used rose and vanilla. I said that in the wrong order, oopsies, but I'm trying to remake a candle I got from Bath & Body Works. Here is me adding 8 drops of each, which a total of 16. Don't do that. Maybe do it. It smelled good. I don't care. Here is me stirring the wax together in the fragrance, and then me pouring it into the container. I used a little wooden stick to keep the wick back so I didn't get it all over the wick, because the instructions said not to. I used the 2 wooden sticks to hold the wick upright in the middle of the container so it could dry properly. Then it says to wait until it's a bit dry to add the rocks. I definitely added the rocks in too soon, but we'll ignore that. It took about 45 minutes to be solidified. Here's me cutting the wick, putting the sticker on. You're about to see a really ugly heart drawn on it. There it is. Ignore that. I really messed up, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. It smells delicious. I am obsessed with this scent. Again, it took like less than an hour for it to be complete, and I'm really happy with the outcome. And here is the candle with all my other ones, so I really enjoyed this.
The following is a paid political announcement, and the views expressed do not reflect the views of this program or Concordia High School.
Hi, I'm Ishmael Perez, and I'm running for Vice President.
And I'm Isaac Bombardier, and I'm running for President.
Our administration will focus on border security. We will build the wall and kick out illegal immigrants.
Our administration also believes that COVID is an over-exaggeration by the media. It is a hoax.
Our administration will also reform the capital punishment system. Stop the Cap 2020.
Now we'll pass it over to Jenna for this year's final results and upcoming events.
Hi, and welcome back to Results and Upcoming Events with Jenna. On Monday, December 7th, the junior high girls basketball team competed at Marysville. The 8th grade A team lost 25-23, and the 7th grade A team won 21-19. On Tuesday, December 8th, the high school basketball teams competed against Belleville. The JV girls lost 40-41, and the varsity girls won 40-21. The JV boys won 41-25, and the varsity boys also won 44-33. Upcoming events. Tonight, the high school basketball teams travel to Smoky Valley to compete. Tomorrow, December 11th, the varsity wrestling team competes in a tournament at Minneapolis. Next week, league basketball begins for the junior high girls. The junior high wrestling team competes on Monday, December 14th at home versus Abilene. On Tuesday, December 15th, the high school basketball teams travel to Marysville to compete. The high school wrestling team also competes in Marysville on Thursday, December 17th, and the junior high wrestling team competes on Thursday at Wamego. Go Panthers!
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house
not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
The children were all nestled and snugged in their beds,
while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap
had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash,
tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow
gave a luster of midday to objects below.
When what to my wandering eyes did appear?
But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer,
with a little old driver so lively and quick.
I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came.
And he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen,
on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall.
Now dash away all.
As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly.
When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
So up to the housetop the coursers they flew.
A sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof
the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
As I drew in my head and was turning around,
down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot.
His clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back.
He looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry.
His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow.
And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth.
And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly
that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf.
And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. With a wink of his eye and a twist of his head.
Soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose.
And giving a nod at the chimney he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle.
And away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him explain, as he drove out of sight.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
That concludes the final episode of 2020. We would like to thank the CHS student body and staff for their support of journalism's new endeavor.
We're excited to see you again in 2021. Have a happy holidays and a happy new year. And we'll see you next time in The Jungle.